want to ask you a little bit about some others that are out there. We've, obviously talked about it on this program before, but the thermals of the world,
Yeah.
even what's happening in California with the Velocity Invitational
Yeah.
and this notion of bringing together the best of a culinary experience, or there's a winemaker that's involved, but then there's also music, and then there's also the driving piece of it, or cars on display. It's kind of like it's all things to anybody who is passionate about car culture, isn't it?
I think 100%. The key elements that we try and hit when we do our own signature events are an automotive static display, an automotive dynamic display. I'm a firm believer that, I mean, you can look at a Porsche or you can listen to a Porsche. You can look at a Ferrari. A V12 looks great sitting in the engine bay, but until you hear one scream at high RPM, you really haven't experienced it. So it's the dynamic, it's the static, it's an element of food, it's an element of wine, it's an element of art, and it's an element of music. And when you combine all those things, you attract a much broader group. And we've kind of learned that, and we've evolved our events to address, I would say, people with a different degree and level of passion. We try to put nuance and detail in our events, but we do it in a way where it's for those who are looking. It's not in the face of those who are there socially, because at the end of the day, these are social events. So I think a lot of the other clubs have learned through their market that adding these kinds of elements, it's truly a lifestyle. What we're all doing at the end of the day is creating experiences. And the more of these elements you can add, the richer the experience is. And we have the ability to create these things largely, as you mentioned, driven by the passion utilization of our members. We couldn't do this without the support of our members. We started with a very small group. We still have a very small group, but the growth has been organic. We have so many referrals. So when a member, who has access to events and goes all over the world, attends one of my events, enjoys it so much that I get a call on a Monday morning or a Tuesday, hey, I want you to meet these 2, 3 of my friends. If they had known about your event, they would absolutely love it. These guys are into it. When somebody is sharing at that level and suggesting other members and giving us that organic growth, that just gives us the positivity, the energy to keep the throttle down.